Hi, this is Morley and this is the M-Wire. In this video, we are going to go over last night's election coverage. Thank you to my new subscribers. If you haven't already subscribed, please do so, as that would greatly help out the channel. Well, let's start off with the coverage of the election by the MSM. The one word that readily comes to mind, abysmal. To give you an example, I had 3 interactive maps, just as you see here, open last night, which was supposed to update the election in real time. Well, this one here that I'm looking at is from Politico, and just like all the others, it literally took hours, and I'm not exaggerating in the least, for them to update states that a candidate had won. For instance, Trump had won Florida, and I found that out on Fox. And I didn't even it didn't even update it here until literally hours later. Same thing with Texas and quite a few other states. So as far as the media goes, I'm less than impressed. So much for live results. I was constantly cross-referencing with Fox News for which states had actually went to which candidate. So overall, on a scale of 1 to 10, I would give the MSM a -3 for their election coverage last night, and I'm even being kind in giving them that. The coverage was atrocious, epic fail on the media's part. So, to the matters at hand. As things sit now, as you know, the election is being contested, and duly so. There were a lot of crazy, shady things going on, in my opinion. For instance, Fox News called Arizona extremely early, very early. As it sits now, Arizona's votes are being recounted, even though this here shows that this has gone to Joe Biden. It could very well go to Trump. Nevada. Nevada is still being counted. As you can see, Nevada is very, very close with 75% of the votes in. 49.3% for Biden, 48.7% for Trump. 8,000 votes separates Nevada. Alaska. 50% of the vote counted. It looks like Trump is obviously going to win Alaska. I mean, the lead is just too big, so I think we can safely chalk up 3 electoral votes for President Trump. Georgia. These numbers here haven't moved since last night, folks. I don't know what's happening in Georgia, but I mean, it's just a big mess. I mean, since these numbers haven't moved, why wouldn't they have called this last night? Like 50.2% for Trump, 48.6% for Biden. I can't see him making up 2.5 points with 96% of the vote counted. Just doesn't seem plausible to me at all. I think Georgia is going to go to Trump. North Carolina, same thing. 94% of the vote counted. This hasn't really moved. 50.1% for Trump, 48.7% for Biden. Now, here's where things get really dicey. Wisconsin, which they've actually given to Biden, but look at the votes, people. Less than 21,000 votes separates these two, basically. So Trump has demanded a recount for Wisconsin, and rightly so, because I don't know, just the way it was done, something tells me something very shady is going on in Wisconsin. Which brings us to Michigan. They have now chalked it up for Biden. It's official. They have officially chalked it up for Joe Biden. Trump is contesting this, though. The legal wheels are obviously in motion. Trump is not accepting the results. Apparently in Michigan, they found about 163,000 mail-in ballots, and what an amazing miracle. They were all for Joe Biden. 163,000 ballots and not one for Trump. Gee, what are the odds of that happening? Mr. Trump and his legal team are certainly going to contest that. I guarantee it. He's not going to take this lying down. This election was scandalous from pretty much the word go. Just the way they tabulated the numbers and the way that they always made it out like Joe Biden was always in the lead, and they were really slow calling Trump won states. Now, Pennsylvania. Pennsylvania is the biggest mess here out of everything, people. The Attorney General of Pennsylvania said a couple days ago that Pennsylvania's already won by Biden. Gee, how do you know that? And now they're taking their time counting the votes. According to this, 86% of the votes have been counted. 52% for Trump, 46.9% for Biden. I don't think that Biden can come back. I don't care how many mail-in votes they say they have. I would say that PA has to go to Trump. But I mean, it's all going to court now, people. We don't know how long it's literally going to take to see who is the duly elected president of the United States. I can't believe that it's come down to this. Like, this is just so shady, so underhanded. Hopefully, Trump can swing Nevada. I mean, at this point, it's a toss-up. It's pretty obvious who the establishment wants to win. That much we do know. That can't even be contested at this point. So I'll certainly keep you updated as things develop. I mean, according to this, Michigan has now gone to Biden. But I don't think that's going to stick, as that is being contested in court. Thank you so much for coming along to my video. If you haven't already, please like, share, comment, and subscribe to my channel. It would greatly help it out. And God bless.